Not today, Satan. But no, for real. We have a lot to talk about here, and it is going to be incredibly relevant and incredibly useful to a lot of people, so let's get right to it. Pilgrim's Traverse has, bar none, some of the best reward systems that we have ever seen in Final Fantasy XIV, with incredibly clear, logical loops to get you incentivized to get in there, ways to profit and earn gil by doing content, obviously selling a lot of it, unique glamours, mounts, housing items, adventure plate customization, and a ton more like hairstyles, minions, parasols, and yes, more, and all of that is unique and specifically added with Pilgrim's Traverse. That is incredibly awesome novel content. You can also get a whole lot of historical content, like obviously a shit ton of minions, music scrolls, armor pieces, even weapons. Like, I have opened up from Sacks of Accursed Horde, like the Hades weapon, the glowing Hades weapon. I've opened the glowing Hydaelyn weapon as well. So there's so much garbage that has been put in here. And when I say garbage, I mean I sold the Hades samurai sword for 1,000,000 gil. So take of that what you will. Oh, and I forgot that if you haven't leveled all your jobs to max yet, that you can also level your jobs in there. So honestly, that is pretty awesome. And I also am talking about the reward system as someone who has had all my jobs capped since, what was it? It was like week 1 of Dawn Trail. Either way, with what I'm going to get into here, even I have a huge amount of motivation to get in there. Like you can see at the start of this video, me in the full accessories. And when it comes to these accessories, it's just like what I said at the start of the video. It's like I'm one of those elves from Lord of the Rings, and God, I need to go back and watch that series. I've literally been saying it for about 8 years now that I meant to go back. Oops. But for real, it's like elven Lord of the Rings vibes is what I'm getting from it. Like, and the pieces and like glamour sets that I have in mind with these are stunning. Like, when it comes to accessories, a lot of people are kind of downplaying how impactful these are. Hopefully you could see at the start of the video, they are incredibly striking, they are incredibly big, they are very different looking, and I believe that the term is opalescent. Again, while I am gay, I'm not one of those kind of fashion gays, so if I ruined the word, well, I ruined it. But I'm also playing Hrothgar, and if you zoom in on those accessories, you can see that the level of detail and that it just still looks really good even super close up. Like, these are some of the best accessories we have in game. And I'm going to take a moment here to say that I'm really glad that the developers really took the time to think about, hey, how could we switch things up, because we're so used to armor pieces, and it's very nice to get a completely new out there type of accessory set. I think that that's one thing that we've definitely seen left behind a little bit. And so for me, this was one of the incentives that has gotten me into doing the deep dungeon over and over again on the 71 to 100 loop, which honestly has been something that I've really enjoyed. But I can't really emphasize enough that these accessories really are cool. Like, they really are giving me the Lord of the Rings elfin vibe. Like, I'm Lady Galadria. Oh my god. Work queen. Yes. Sister Slay Galadria. I'm gonna be real, I'm looking forward to the bitching for calling her Galadria. Now, since we just talked about Lady Galadria's accessory set, let's talk about how to get them. Each clear of Pilgrim's Traverse Floor 100 will give you 1 copy of Illumed Invocations, which you can trade for a ton of items. I highlighted the accessories ad nauseum here, but in the Distant Sanctum's Framers Kit, like that Framers Kit is just gorgeous. I'll put a screenshot somewhere. Also, there is the Traverse Clock Tower, which is a really, really neat and super cool housing item. I actually do want to get a few of them. If you hate a neighbor, put a few of them right by that fence. And we're going to talk about it more in a moment here, but 2 Luminous Oil is a great fallback item, and this is why I was talking about the reward cycle loops. Like, if you already have all the items, these are actually really, really useful for you. Now, to everyone who has had the patience to listen this deep into my video and hear me say Galadria for 9,000 times, actually 9,001 times, it's over 9,000, Weekly Challenge Log is incredibly relevant here and is directly related to rewards, and it's basically just do a few floors, and it's just each week you're going to be getting 7 plus 8 plus 10 equals 25 luminous oil, and then if you trade in one of those Illumed Invocation books, you can get 27 luminous oil per week. And then in terms of sacks of First Light, you're going to get 2 plus 3 equals 5 sacks of First Light for just doing it once a week. So if you do a few floors, you're guaranteed to get the hair in 4 weeks. So for everyone spending millions upon millions of gil for it, because I know that it's a really hot hairstyle for a lot of people, probably just hold your horses and just do this and save yourself like 40 million gil. Also, you can also get the really cute Sin Beaver minion. It's actually super cute. You can get 1 Sin Beaver a week, so 1 beaver a week. It's so cute. I actually really love it. And then obviously repeatable. When you're doing weeklies, obviously you can repeat it each week, and then you just throw on the market board later if you already have it. And obviously, honestly, given how lazy people are, let's be real, these are probably still going to sell for quite a bit of gil in a few months from now. And this is something I need to actually really compliment, because this is going to add a lot to the longevity of the dungeon content. So this is a great weekly activity to do, and I bet most people won't utilize this properly, which is actually a shame. But I myself am going to use it, and it's really something that I cannot call out enough in this video. I wish it could make it more of a hallmark than just simply timestamping it and beating the point into the ground like this. But do your friggin' weeklies, it's going to be great. And also, the nice thing is it gives you a valid excuse to run it every week, even if you have everything at level cap. Like I said at the start video, like, I wasn't bullshitting, like, I have everything at cap, and even I have a reason to go into here. Since we just talked about the weeklies and the stuff we can get from them, we want to talk now about the 2 capstone mounts that you're going to need 99 of First Light relics for. Parasol is also another option, and it needs 30. First Light relic has 2 sources, Sack of First Light and Sack of Gilded Light. Sacks of First Light are given by Quantum, but you can also get 5 of them each week just doing that challenge log, which again I just recommend you do. Sacks of Gilded Light are from floor 31 to 70. Just to repeat it, because people will come in my comments, I guarantee you, and say, I didn't get them. 31 to 70. That's the only place that currently has been identified to also give them outside of the challenge log in Quantum. And unfortunately, this leads into my last video where I was critical, and I unfortunately do believe that it is worth the criticism, because if you never want to touch Quantum in any capacity, you literally can just do weeklies and farm floors 31 to 70, which outside of chameleons at the very few floors at the very end, it's very, very relaxed and chill. Like, I think you could literally mass AoE pull still nearly to the end and be really, really fine. Alternatively, you could also get the mounts on the market board, and the prices are already nosediving, so I know people are going to say, and they're not going to listen this far, but they're going to say I'm speaking out both sides of my mouth. No, the Quantum rewards really concern me, but this video is not a Quantum, so I'm kind of treating them as another Pilgrim's Traverse deep dungeon reward, which I think is fantastic. Like, this is a great offering. Now, I know that this is super easy to get, but I do want to call it out because it is armor glamour that we get, and people are like, oh, the accessories don't stand out enough, which I obviously disagree with. They are huge. But in terms of the armor, like this Fuwath set, it is so over the top with the hat. And yes, obviously, Rosgar doesn't use it. It is so fucking great. I just absolutely love this set. It is over the top. It is wild. It is wacky. And it stands out so much in the game. Like, after all these years, sometimes glamours can look similar, which I'd argue the modern glamours. I'm loving all the new sets. I'm loving all the new shirts. We need different things, like maybe like like how to say it, like gym tank top shirts, like that would be cute. And more backwards hats, make them fit nice from the Rothgar's head though. Sorry, but tank top with that, and then like a nice pair of like good gym shorts, maybe 5 inches from the I'm being so dumb now. But my point is this Fuwath armor set still stands out a lot. Now, other rewards, obviously we're going to have things like the green tea emote, which I personally do want. I'm not going to do anything but sell it right now because obviously prices are so high on it, so duh. But it's something that I actually do want, since literally Stormblood I have actually in real life drank matcha, and I just actually love it. Like, I love like its like anti-cancer properties and antioxidant effects, and honestly I just really love matcha. It's actually something that I have actually made a real life ritual. It's something that I really enjoy. Unironically, like, I probably need to order more. So seeing this emote, it actually sparks joy in me personally. It is a very me thing. And who else remembers that we have a matcha item in game? Let me know in the comments if you do. Put, like, I don't know, what do people usually ask on YouTube? Like, people say put a 1 in sandwich, but put a 1 in the comments if you know matcha or if you've drank it. I don't know, I really enjoy it. So to cap this off, I really do want to say that it's like a tale of two worlds between the rewards we're getting from Quantum versus the rewards we're getting from Deep Dungeon. Like with Deep Dungeon, we're getting clear weekly pull on getting in there. So even if your friend hasn't cleared yet, or let's say they're on a hiatus right now and they're waiting until say 7.4 when the raid tier comes on, you can also do this with them later and you're still going to get rewards from it, even if everything's at level cap for you because of the weekly, and then you're going to be able to trade those items in and get a ton of gil and different rewards. Like, there is so many perks to this, and I really feel like the deep dungeon rewards are stupendous. I think that this in particular is a very solid direction for the game to go forward. I think these rewards are incredibly appropriate, and I'm actually really pleased with them. No bullshit, and no, trust me, I am not glazing. This is honestly my thoughts. I'm really happy with this.